Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Someone is saying that they cannot hear, and that is not good. Can you hear me now? Excellent. So I'm going to start over, okay? Technical difficulties, but thank you for the ones who just called me and told me that they can't hear me. All right. Can you see me? Can you hear and can you see me? All right. Let's start this over. Welcome to Blackathon, you guys, okay? Like, this wouldn't be a Blackathon like our first one if we didn't have technical difficulties. So I apologize for that. I forgot to turn the audio on. Jeez, all right? All right, so let's get going. We're going to try and get through this in the next, we technically at 20 minutes. I'm going to start over from the beginning. And introduce myself. My name is LaShawna E. Nichols. Everyone calls me LE. I'm the founder of Black WPT, and I'm the CTO at SchoolOps AI. We are a Bay Area-based startup, and Black WP is we're a tech-focused community that started in 2013. So around that time, Facebook communities and Facebook groups were becoming a big thing, and I was working within several different tech organizations, and I realized I was the only one there. And so my thought was, not only do I want to see more of us within the organization that I'm at, but I want to network and meet people. So I started this Facebook group in 2013 thinking, okay, I'll just start bringing people in. And I didn't realize that Facebook was a hotspot to bring Black techs. Like, there was a lot of us on Facebook, and apparently it was a good lead generator that folks would be technically searching for Black tech, and we would come up literally the first in the search results. So my thought was, let me try and grow this Facebook group. Fast forward to today, we're at about 6,000 members, and we are currently, our Facebook group is still active, but we also have a WhatsApp community that is even more active, and we are working on getting our community up before the end of the year. So if you want to check us out, our goal is to bring together Black tech professionals and host chapter events all over the U.S. and beyond. We've hosted events here in the Bay Area. We've hosted events in New York. We've hosted events in Washington, D.C. We had a really nice event in Atlanta a couple of years ago. And so that's our focus, is really networking and bringing together the Black tech professionals. You can check us out at blackwpt.com. Like I said, we are a Facebook group. We will be getting off of Facebook eventually, but I encourage you to look within our Facebook group. You will be routed to our WhatsApp community, where it's actually a lot more active in the WhatsApp community. All right. I want to give a big shout out to Nick Caldwell and Esco Obong. These two individuals contributed significantly to our prize monies. All right. Their monetary commitment is that they are the reasons why we were able to offer money. And contribute gifts as well. So I want to give a big shout out to those individuals. Esco is actually going to be speaking tomorrow at our award ceremony. So if you want to hear Esco speak, he'll be speaking briefly tomorrow at our award ceremony, and that'll be hosted by one of our planning committee members, Shaquille. All right. I definitely got to shout out our planning committee. They have been immensely supportive and helpful. Like, I did not plan this by myself. Like, from the event details to the agenda to how we were going to judge, Marcus M, Lori M, Akin A, and Shaquille B, they have been a part of this journey and making this event happen. So I want to give a big shout out to them. You can go and give them, all of them are on Slack. You can reach out to them and say thank you on the Slack. That would be nice. but I definitely wanted to make sure that I gave them a shout out. And then I want to thank our partners and our judges, and our mentors, which is not on this slide, but our partners, judges, and mentors. You'll see who our judges are and our partners and mentors in a coming slide. But for the most part, I definitely want to give a shout out to them for participating in this first event, and we're excited to work with you all and have you a part of this. Awesome. All right, so the Blackathon brings together builders, technologists, creatives, and emerging innovators to build practical solutions that can create real impact across the diaspora and beyond. Today is about collaboration, innovation, and shipping something meaningful. I'm so excited that you all have showed up. Even the ones who could not make this live stream, but who are still going to be a part of this event. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for building with us, and thank you for representing our community. All right, today's agenda. So we're basically going to go over the different tracks. We're going to go over the rules. We're going to talk about judging. We'll go over the prize pool, the monetary prizes, and also the contributions from our partners. You'll get to meet in the coming slides. You're going to meet our partners. You're going to see who they are. And you will also get to see who our judges are and our mentors as well. And we have a couple of judges who will come on, will share a video, and they will come on and say a couple things to you as well shortly. We'll talk about Slack. All of you should have been invited to Slack. If you have not been invited to Slack, send us an email at info@blackwpt.com, or put a note inside of the YouTube stream that you did not get invited to Slack. But you have to be you have to be registered through Luma. So if you registered and got approved to be in this hackathon through Luma and you did not get an invite to Slack, put a message inside of the YouTube, and then we'll make sure that you get an invite. Okay. We'll talk about the submission process and all the key times that are associated with this event. Excellent. All right, so if you didn't know by now, this is a virtual hackathon. Everything is virtual, all right? You have a 24-hour build window. So from 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is in 10 minutes from now, is basically the beginning of the hackathon. So you have a 24-hour window of time, and the hackathon is open to individuals and teams. So within this 24-hour build window, if you do not have a team yet, I suggest you hurry up and get your team. You could even post inside of the Slack group and see if anybody wants to team up with you. But you have 24 hours to get to get your submission in and work with your teams. This hackathon is open to individuals and teams. Up to 4 people, no more than 4 people, please, if you're a team. And then we have one overall prize pool. All right, one overall prize pool. So participants, you're going to build a project. That could be anything technical, but it has to be within the 2 tracks that we have designated for this event. All right, you're going to submit your project through the submission, which is a submission form that we will post inside of Slack. So within Slack, there'll be 2 PDFs with the agenda and submission details in there that you can look at as early as in the next 10 minutes. You'll see that posted and pinned in Slack in the participants channel. And then you'll get scored by our judges. Finalists will return live for the results. So tomorrow, after 10 a.m., you have to have your submissions in by 10 a.m. and then the results are going to be available that afternoon. And I'll talk about what times in just a bit. All right. So what we know so far, we actually had 220. We had 200 people who applied. We accepted 106 people. All right, so there's 106 people registered for this hackathon. It's a lot of you. So there is a lot of competition, but that doesn't mean all 106 of these people are going to submit a project. So do not get discouraged. Get your submission in, and put your best work out there, and don't be swayed by the fact that there's a lot of folks registered, because not everybody actually submits. Okay, I've done these hackathons many times, and you'd be surprised at how many people actually do not submit. So you have a chance to win this. So yeah, keep it positive. Okay, participates. So all of the participants, everyone who registered, most of them, not all of them, but most of them came through our partner communities. And that's the ones who, over here on the right side, you'll see NSBE, DevColor, Black Women in Tech, and Algorithm. So a majority of the participants came from those organizations, whether they were members or they're supporters or people associated and affiliated with those partner communities. So judging will be based on project submissions, not registrations. Okay, so it's what you submit is what is being judged, not the fact that you registered. All right, it should make sense. All right, okay, the focus areas. There's two, and you guys should know this. Coding with AI is one. So you'll use AI to help you build software. All right, so you're going to be coding something with AI, whether that's Codex, whether that is Claude Code, whatever. You're going to be using AI to build something. You can create an app or a website or a coded tool. AI can be a part of the build process or the product itself. So we're leaving it open because we know that people are using AI in a bunch of different ways when it comes to coding and programming. So this is best fit for software first projects. But if you have another idea, maybe you're going to build an LLM, I don't know. But if you have another idea that you would use AI to build something, then this is the track for you. Technology solutions. Technology solutions is it's a broader engineering and technical focus. So when it comes to the solutions, it can be something like an IoT. It could be systems thinking. It can be automation. It could be an infrastructure concept. It could be anything. It could be the next wave of supercomputer. I don't know. The goal is to separate the programming focus from the more engineering and technology focus. Okay, so it's best fit for non-traditional app projects. So think about that. But it has to still be grounded in practical technology problem solving. So that's really the key with that one. All right. What we're looking for. Projects should show a real problem worth solving. All right. So think about problems that actually that is worth a solution. You also want to make sure that it has clear thought and execution. Make sure it's original, or a strong angle on an existing challenge. So it could be something. It could be something that already exists, but you're extending whatever that is and making it even better. And it should be a usable and understandable solution. All right, and when it comes to the demo, so you're gonna all submissions must have a demo, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit, but the demo should have a clear problem statement. It should have a simple walkthrough of the solution. It should show a visible product, prototype, or concept. And it should have a short explanation of the impact and any next steps that it requires. All right, good. All right, so here's the rules. The core rules: be respectful in all event spaces. So the only event space that you have is, of course, this stream, and also within Slack. So if you see somebody posting a question that you saw answered like 100 times, don't get upset with them. Don't blast them out. Don't troll. Be respectful. Projects should be original work created for this event. So this should be your original work, and it should be created for this event. So don't come up with the project that you've been working on with a friend, the last 3 months. Think of something original and new. Teams must submit one final entry. So if you're a team of 2, if you're a team of 3 or 4, individuals, if you're an individual who is submitting, you're submitting one final entry. Okay, there's a submission form that we will share within Slack, but you're going to be submitting one entry per team or per individual. If you're working solo, you'll submit one for your solo project. If you're working in a team, you will submit one for your entire team. I hope that's clear. Great. Participants must follow deadlines. So our deadlines are stone. Okay, a lot of folks who are participating in here. I mean, here in California, it is 9:58 right now. Most of us should probably be at work right now. So stick to the deadlines. Do not go over the deadlines. We're not going to wait for you. When the cutoff at 10 a.m. tomorrow happens, we're shutting everything down at 10 a.m. and that's no more submissions after that. All right. So make sure that you stick to the deadlines. Important reminders. AI tools are allowed. AI tools are strongly recommended. We want you to use AI tools. This is the age of AI and we want you to use them. Only completed submissions will be judged. So on our submission form, you'll see some notes on the submission form. But make sure that you fill out that submission form completely. And make sure that all fields in that submission form is filled out, and because only the completed submissions is what's going to actually be judged. If there is an incomplete submission, our judges are not going to even bother with it. They're going to skip it, okay? And you're going to be disqualified. All right, so judge decisions are final. There's really nothing else to say about that. The organizers may remove disruptive participants. So, all right, cool. So don't disrupt. Awesome. Okie dokie. Each team should submit a project title, team name and member names, their track selection, a short project description, demo link or video, and then a LinkedIn post. All right. When we share the submissions PDF in the Slack, there's more information on all of these that'll make sense for you to follow as you work on your project. But yeah, and it should have a little bit more detail. But there is going to be a requirement to post on LinkedIn, and that'll be inside of the PDF. All right. Optional but helpful. There's a field on the submission form for a GitHub or a repository link. I don't know if you're working on something that requires a repository or that is code, include that GitHub link in there. We'd love to see it. The judges would love to peek at it. Majority of our judges are technical, so they want to see a complete project. And your GitHub link, if you're submitting a software project and you don't include the GitHub link, that doesn't automatically disqualify you, but including the GitHub link does help out, because they can see how you constructed your code. They can look in there, they can have an understanding of the detail that you put into it, and so on. Another optional thing is the live prototype link. Now, we would like to see it live, but we know that 24 hours is not a lot of time to work on this. So if you don't push your project to production, or if you're building something that is a physical thing, of course you wouldn't have a prototype link, of course, right? So it's optional. If you do decide to have a prototype link, include it on your submission form. There's a field for this. If you have slides or a visual walkthrough, you can put that in there. We really want to see a demo link or a video. So like the demo link could be you, all of the team members, on Zoom, and one person is showing, whatever the IoT device that they're that they're doing. But the main thing is you want to make sure that you all are inside the video. We need to make sure that the team members are in the video somehow, some way. So that demo link is required. But if you have a visual walkthrough, like something like slides, that's optional. All right. And then there is a notes field on the submission form. So include notes that you think the judges should want to know. All right. Awesome. Okie dokie. So how are the projects scored? They're based on the idea. What's the idea? That's going to be critical, and how strong is the idea? Creativity. Is it creative? Does it spark imagination? That's going to be another one. Build quality. Well, how did you build it? Did you actually put time and effort into it? Or did you go and find, a framework or something to build it where it would have probably been better quality if you would have built it custom? Build quality is going to be important as well. User experience. How would a user experience it if they were to use it? That's going to be another big thing, UX and UI. And then your presentation. How do you present it? All right. How are you presenting it in your demo video? And then last but not least, there's a bonus one that we would consider, and that is impact. I would say, as a participant, and this is a Blackathon, so try and make your project impactful. All right, try and make your project impactful. It could impact the diaspora, the Black community, or let it impact the world in some way, shape, or form. Or maybe it impacts developers, or maybe it impacts the farming community, or maybe it impacts, people in, underprivileged, environments. Make it impactful if you can. All right, that's a bonus if you can do that. The judging process. So projects are reviewed against a rubric. All right, so our judges have a very specific rubric that they are following to score your submissions. Top submissions rise to the top by score. So based off of what they score it, there is going to be I believe there's a final 6 that's going to be considered, and then the judges are going to pick 3 from there. Judges compare finalists and select the winners. So this is a manual process. The judges will actually convene together and come up with the finalists, and they will select the winners. The first, second, and third place are chosen from one pool. So you guys know we only have one prize. We have 2 tracks, but we only have one pool of prizes. All right, great. All right, our prize pool. You guys should know this. It's been posted all over the place. Our third place is 1,000 USD, and that comes with a year membership of DevColor. And then let's see. Let me see if I can get my notes here. And then we're gonna get a gift bag from Black Geeks. So look up Black Geeks Unlimited on Instagram. Really good stuff. It's a swag bag. All right, so that's $1,000, 1,000 USD. Mind you, this is USD, so regardless of where you are in this world, it's going to be a 1,000 USD. All right, so that's third place. Second place is 2,000 USD. 1 year membership of DevColor, a gift bag from Black Geeks Unlimited, and then a free membership to Synaptic Weave Academy. All right, so Synaptic Weave Academy, they're giving you a lifetime subscription to their platform. It's a courseware platform. They offer AI upskilling, data structures and algorithms, cloud, UX, and other curriculum. All right, so really, really, really cool stuff. We might throw in some additional swag, but for the most part, for second place, that's it. All right. And then first place, our grand prize is going to be $3,000 USD. That's going to include a 1 year membership to DevColor, a gift bag from Black Geeks Unlimited, and then also a membership to Synaptic Weave Academy. All right. All right. Hopefully that's clear. All right. So our partner organizations, yay! These individuals are dear to my heart, and I am really excited that they were interested in joining us in this hackathon. I have a personal relationship with all of them, actually. I'll talk about Black Women in Tech. They are technically a Facebook group, and their Facebook group is a community space for Black women across technology to connect, and share opportunities and support one another and build visibility in the industry. I would suggest you go to this community.bwit.tech/landing page, or you can go on Facebook, look for Black Women in Tech, but look for the one that has over 50,000 members. That's there's a lot of Black Women in Tech Facebook groups, but look for them on Facebook, and theirs is the one that has over 50K. All right. Join that. If you're a Black woman in tech, it's a really, really powerful group. And they're coming together with another Black Women in Tech organization. Actually, Lori, who's on our planning committee, has another Black Women in Tech, and they're coming together with them. This is going to be a powerful movement. So if you are a Black woman in tech, you want to get associated with BWIT. Okay, look for them on Facebook. Look for the one that has a 50,000 members. All right. Algorithm.org. Esco Obong is the founder of this one. So algorithm.org supports Black technologists and emerging builders to the community, learning and access to opportunities that help people grow in tech. Really cool thing about Algorithm is they have a boot camp that they're going to be working on soon. They have an amazing Substack. They put on a lot of events. If you are a software engineer, if you're a tech in general, but more importantly, if you're a software engineer and you're a Black software engineer at that, Algorithm is an amazing organization that supports Black software engineers. I know I've been a part of this group as well. They've been sort of a partner with us for years, and they have done some amazing events surrounding getting through the data structures and algorithms, the technical interview at a lot of FANG organizations. So you want to be a part of Algorithm, check them out, algorithm.org. They're also on Facebook. I think they ended up moving their main community to LinkedIn, but go to algorithm.org, and you want to be a part of this organization for sure. All right, DevColor, another amazing organization that I highly, highly, highly recommend. DevColor is a career accelerator and a community of Black software engineers helping members grow into industry leaders through mentorship, peer support, and professional development. I have been a part of DevColor since they started, okay? I am highly recommending DevColor to if you are a software engineer, if you're a technologist. They have an amazing organization. They have a lot of very seasoned individuals who have been in software and technology. They have a great board. It's technically an accelerator, but check them out online, devcolor.org. We have a couple of DevColor members, some of the DevColor staff who are judges on that you'll meet in the next slide. And then last but not least, NSBE. So I used to be on the board of NSBE, Bay Area Professionals. I've been a part of NSBE for over 10 years. In particular, NSBE has both the collegiate and also the professionals portion of their organization. So if you're not familiar with NSBE, they're the National Society for Black Engineers, all right? National Society for Black Engineers, and they have collegiate and they have professional, and then they have a bunch of other different sects, but for the most part, this is NSBE, San Francisco Bay Area Professionals is the one that I'm closely associated with. So NSBE SF Bay Area Professionals is a local professional chapter of the National Society of Black Engineers, supporting Black engineers and technical professionals through networking, career development, mentorship, and community engagement. All right, so check out NSBE, BayArea.org, and learn about them. And also check out NSBE professionals in your city and state. I don't know if they're global yet, but I know for sure there is a NSBE chapter near you wherever you are. So definitely check out NSBE.org and NSBEBayArea.org as well. Awesome. All right, now our judges. Look at this great group of melanin right here. We have 10 amazing judges, and all of those organizations that you just heard me read off of, these judges come from there. All right, and so I'm going to start from the top left, and I have a couple of judges who want to say some things to you all. There's two of them who there's going to be Pearl and Polana, who is going to have some words to say. But I'm going to read off these judges, and you guys will get familiar with who's going to be judging your submissions. All right. Awesome. So Christopher Red Adams, he's a vice president of NSBE Bay Area Professionals. All right. Jasmine Rabbi. She's an AI implementation manager and CX strategist. All right. And then Esco Obong. He is a senior software engineer at Airbnb, and he's also the founder of Algorithm. All right. And then we have Polana Hall, founder, CEO of Dynamic Tech. And Pearl Oguchi, founder of Q Catalyst. And both of them want to speak. So I am going to switch it over to them really quick. Hi, Polana and Pearl. I'm going to start with, let's go with Polana first and give you 30 seconds to say whatever you want to our participants. And then Pearl, you can go right after.
Hello, everyone. Hi.
Hi, everyone. Uh-oh, can you all see me?
We'll start with you, Polana, first.
I don't know.
Oh, I think we're frozen.
I do think we're frozen. I think maybe there's a really bad delay.
Yes.
Okay, well, we're just going to have to talk through the delay because it's going to be more of a delay than waiting. So I'll let you go first, bro.
Hi, everyone. I'm Pearl Oguchi, and I'm founder of Black Women in Tech, of the Facebook group. I just want to say it's such a pleasure being here, and I wish you all the biggest success. I'm so looking forward to seeing everything that's going to be hacked, everything you put together. One thing I would say is try to keep it simple, right? Simplicity is always the best. So if you could, don't worry about it looking pretty, as long as we can understand it and it makes sense to your users. Good luck, everyone, and looking forward to seeing what you have.
Amazing. Yes. So hi, everyone. My name is Polana Hall. As Ellie shared, yes, I'm a founder of Dynamic Technologies. I'm super excited to be a judge with you all today. And this weekend, I encourage you to use every single tool that you have available to you. There's so many AI tools. There's so many different platforms. There's so much research and forums. I encourage you all to be as creative and as innovative as possible. And we're really looking to see what you guys can come up with everything that you have at your disposal. So good luck to everyone. Super excited to see all of your projects, and we can't wait to judge them.
Thank you, ladies. All right, and bottom left, Bozy Akayaman is the president of NSBE Bay Area Professionals. All right, and then another judge is Nick Vaughn. He's a software engineer, former Amazon. Tara Worrell, she's the founder and CTO at Auracode AI. Awesome. And then we have Anisha Rains. She's ex-VP of Engineering and interim CEO at DevColor. And then we have Raven Williams. She's a Senior Program Manager at DevColor. Thank you all our judges. Thank you to all of our judges for wanting to participate and also being a part of really amazing organizations that are supporting and helping us through this hackathon. All right. We have 2 mentors. So these 2 mentors are available inside of the Slack to support you in your hacking. They are there to support you. They're there to answer questions, but they will not help you build your project, all right? One of the mentors is Robert Carr. He's a Senior Vice President of Software Development at WOW. And then we have Raymond Graham, who's a CTO at Cornerstone Interactive Studios, all right? Excellent. They're all available on Slack if you need them. All right. So here's some additional information for you. Judges will review projects using shared scoring criteria. All right. Mentors are helpers here to support Mentors are helpers here to support participants during the build window and are available in the Blackathon Blackathon support Slack channel. So if you don't have access to Blackathon support, I'm going to have you look for either Nick or Marcus on Slack and send them a message if you don't have access to the Blackathon support Slack channel. All right. So yeah, the mentors are here to help and support the participants during the build window. They are there for advice. They will not help you build, and you know it's advice to a certain extent. Okay. Awesome. So do not contact judges during the hackathon. So you all seen who our judges were. Do me a favor and do not contact them. That will be an automatic disqualification. And then stay focused on a clear submission and demo. This is what you are hoping for in 24 hours tomorrow, the next day. You want to have a clear submission and a good demo. That's the goal. All right. All right. So you can ask for help in Slack. Everyone should have access to Slack. If you don't, we'll get you in there. Send an email to us at info@BlackWPT if you are not in Slack yet. But you just make sure that you are registered, that you have been approved and registered in our Luma. All right. So ask for help in Slack. Use the main event support channel. That's the Blackathon participant channel. That's the main channel. Ask technical or logistics questions there. All right. And then watch announcements for updates and reminders. So we're going to be using these Slack channels to communicate with you. And you're going to use these Slack channels to communicate with each other. All right. And us if necessary. While you're in the Slack channel, you'll see a really, really handsome chocolate fella named Nick. He is our hackathon support, and he's also my son. He's there to support and help you, and sort of guide you if you need some assistance with, knowing what time something is supposed to happen. He's there for support, and definitely don't hesitate to reach out to him. He'll be watching the channel as well for a few hours today. All right. So how do you submit? Finish your project and confirm your team details. So that's the main thing, is make sure your project is complete and make sure your team details are sufficient and that you know them. You're going to open the submission form. We're not going to share that here on YouTube because we don't want to make it public, but it's going to be found inside the Blackathon participant. There's going to be a link. There's a PDF with the link in there. There's a submission PDF with the link to where to submit your project at. All right, that's found inside the Blackathon participants. It's pinned in there. You're going to add your project info, your links, and your demo material, and then you're going to submit it before the deadline. So again, in case you haven't heard me, this says April 25th. It's actually Saturday, April 26th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then you're going to return live on time all of the times and dates for when the live ceremony and announcements are within that agenda document that is in Slack. All right. All right. Okay, a couple of important times. So the hackathon is technically began at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That was 22 minutes ago. We ran over a little bit because we had technical difficulties. Your build window closes. I know it says April 25th. I'm sorry, that was a mistake on my part. It should say Saturday, April 20th. No. It is April 25th. I'm sorry. I got my days mixed up. The build window closes Saturday, April 25th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right. You're going to return to the live session, and this is inside of that document that I told you was pinned inside of the participants Slack. You're going to return for the live ceremony. That's where we're going to crown our first, second, and third place prize winners at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. So you're submitting, you're getting your submissions in by 10 a.m. tomorrow, and then you are returning to our live, which will be shared inside of the Slack. You're going to return to the live stream here at Black WPT at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we are going to announce the winner at around 2:15, okay? But be on the live at 2 p.m. All right, I know it's a lot of info, guys, but I think we got through it. The final reminder, get help in Slack if you need support. Look for Nick, look for Marcus. You can also ping Lori and you can ping Lori and also Shaquille if needed. Use a submission form for final submissions. You'll find that pinned in the Blackathon Slack channel. Only submitted projects will be judged, so keep that in mind. Remember that. Be back live at the announcement return time. That's Saturday. I have it wrong on here. April 25th, 2025. Okay, I got it wrong. I got my days mixed up. So tomorrow, Saturday, April 25th at 2 p.m. is when we are going to be announcing the first, second, and third place prize. I know it's a lot of information, you guys. That's why we created the PDF that is in the Blackathon participants Slack channel with basically all of what I just went over. Good luck, and have fun. Make this fun. All right. So the Blackathon starts now. Build boldly, collaborate, ship something meaningful. If you have questions, use Slack. Submit your submission. It's not a Google form, but you'll find the URL to the submission form in that PDF that I talked about. If you have any questions, go to Slack and ask questions there. All right, guys.